watching Townsy, and I've been playing Magic Arena a lot lately. I'm a big Magic the Gathering fan, but you probably didn't know this. I also love Sephiroth. I fucking love this dude, and they made a card out of him and for Magic, and that's it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go through this deck real quick, and then I'm gonna play some games, and hopefully it's something that you can all. This is the Brawl format, by the way. But like I said, hopefully it's something you can appreciate. All right, so we're gonna start with the lands. We have 31 swamps, Castle Lockpoint, and Fountain Fort. Arguably the best place where I can make upgrades. It might seem like I don't have a lot of lands, but I get flooded constantly, even with 33 lands. And you have to think, I also have, where is it? Agadeem's Awakening, which is a land, and I think I have another one in here somewhere. I don't know. But okay, so we got lands out of the way. I I am down to like a couple of wild cards. I have plenty of common and uncommon, and you only need one of each for this format, which is cool. But I've been building other decks, and I've been just kind of crafting cards like crazy. So I'm down to zero rares, zero mythics. That's why my lands are kind of suffering. But as you can see, I got most of the shit I need otherwise. All right, so we got a Chrome Mox. Uh, if you play Commander, you know what this does. It's a staple. It lets me get ahead real early. I can Chrome Mox on turn one, and oftentimes I'll get out like a Jet Medallion, Cold Steel Heart, Mind Stone, Arcane Signet, something that just like lets me take over the game real fast. Uh, Removal, Blood Chief's Thirst, pretty good. Forsaken Miner, it's a combo piece. My commander lets me commit crimes, and if I'm making mana off of those crimes, then I just win the fucking game. Greedy Freebooter, it's a good sack outlet for my commander. It lets me ramp sometimes. It lets me scry, a little bit of card selection, pretty solid. Infestation Sage, it is one of those cards, just like when it dies, it leaves something behind. We love that. That's the Shambler, same thing. When it dies, it leaves something behind. It'll leave behind any number of squirrel tokens where that number is its power. Reanimate, just a staple in black decks. There's no reason not to run this. Unearth, it lets me cheat my commander back out, or it lets me do some shenanigans where I can get like a bunch of bodies off of one mana, which is super cool. Village Rites, it's a sacrifice deck, so we are we're of course going to take advantage of that sacrifice mechanic. Sephiroth is just a blood artist in the command zone. He also lets you draw cards, and whenever he flips, whenever you transform him, he transforms if you get four Blood Artist triggers in one turn. That's incredibly easy to do in this deck. And he gives you an emblem that's a Blood Artist, and he gives you a 5/5 flyer. He turns into a 5/5 flyer, and he can sack any number of creatures when he attacks. And if you do, you draw that many cards instead of just fucking one card at a time. Pretty solid. All right, Blood Artist. This card sucks, but this whole deck's built around its fucking mechanics, so it's good. I'm just kidding. This card doesn't suck. This is just like the fucking prototype version of all these cards. Cursed Minotaur. This is a really good way to get around token decks that have like one or two strong creatures. It also triggers Sephiroth twice or any Blood Artist effect twice for 2 mana, which is pretty good. Orcish Bowmasters. It's been nerfed for Arena. I didn't realize that when I made it, but it's still good. It's still like if they're gonna draw an extra card and I can see that they're gonna draw an extra card, I just get an extra body and ping something, which is always solid. Bitter Blossom, creature every turn, just good card. Cast down, 2 cost removal. What else can I say? Dark Confidant, Black Staple, lets you draw cards. I know it's not a 40 life format. The format's 25 life, but still, I'm getting enough life to where these effects are premium. These effects are great, and I'm going to use them. Fanatical Offering. This is just another way to sacrifice creatures and draw cards. Very good card. Very good card. I should probably be running Deadly Dispute in here, but actually, let's see. Deadly Dispute. Uh, yeah, let's craft one. Cool. And we're just gonna add in Deadly Dispute, and you know what? I'm gonna take out Bloodletter of Alcazatz. I know it seems cool, but Trust me, it's been bad every time I've fucking played it. Alright, now we have this cool Deadly Dispute up here. Um, where was I? Oh, Fanatical Offering. Yep, it's just another copy of Deadly Dispute. Draw cards, sack creatures. Good for the throat. Destroys most commanders. Jadar gives you a creature every turn. Solid. Marionette Apprentice. It's another Blood Artist. Nowhere to run. Super relevant text. It just shuts off all their hexproof, ward, um, all that nonsense. Doesn't shut off Shroud though, which is interesting. Persist is another reanimate ability. You can't hit legendaries, which kind of sucks sometimes, but it's still a good card. It's for 2 mana reanimate any number of big. Like I have a lot of finishers that are big, and this card is good. One of my finishers actually cycles, which puts it into the graveyard by itself. Perforated Crocodile. I'll get to that later though. Vengeful Blood Witch. The newest and probably the best Blood Artist. He can attack. Uh, He does target though, which kind of sucks. Which we'll get to why that's it's good for crimes, but it's bad for hexproof. Which I guess in this format it doesn't matter because it's 1-on-1. But in Commander, I typically opt for cards like Zolpart Cutthroat or Cruel Celebrant, where they say each opponent. Wriggling Grub. This card has been insane. I don't know what I have no idea. I'm sure there's way better cards. Like if I instead of running this in Commander, I'd be running like Genesis Chamber or some shit, or like a Catcher's Monument where I just get creatures constantly. But I didn't see Genesis Chamber on in this format or on Arena, so this card is actually pretty good. It's 3 bodies for 2 mana, and that's solid. It's really solid. Zulaport Cutthroat, another Blood Artist. Arcane Signet, Cold Steelheart, Jet Medallion, Mind Stone. Those are all removal. Or not removal, fuck. I'm slow and kind of gay. Those are all ramp. The ramp is so important in this kind of deck. Especially being able to power one of these out on turn 1 with this fucking Grubmox up here. Pretty good. Meat Hook Massacre. It's also been edited for Arena, but this is still a good card. It's still solid. Um, it's a Blood Artist effect, and wherein it makes them lose life, but it's also a board wipe, which is super cool. Alright, let's go up here. Albed Salvagers. It's a Blood Artist for artifacts and creatures. Pretty good. Bastion of Remembrance. Another Blood Artist effect. Dark Tutelage. This is another Dark Confidant. I keep you draw cards, essentially. You're going to lose a little bit of life, but that's fine. Darksteel Augur. Probably one of the best cards that's ever been printed, and just in my opinion. It's a 2/3 flyer for 3, but it's also a Dark Confidant, and for 1 extra mana, you get a second copy of Dark Confidant in the air. It's a 1/1, but still. These things draw ire from your opponents typically, so like if you get this out on like turn 2, 3, 4, they will typically try to like shoot it down because if you're drawing 3 fucking cards a turn, they're gonna lose. They're just gonna lose. That's how it works. Demon's Disciple. Let's try that fucking again. Demon's Disciple. Um, it's good Planeswalker removal. It's like the one of the newer Fleshbag effects. Fleshbag Marauder being the next card. And when it enters, each player sacrifices a creature of their choice. These effects are really good because they trigger Sephiroth multiple times. That's just all there is to it. So Marauding Blight Priest, it at, at face level, it doesn't look that good. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. So what this says mechanically in my deck is whenever a Blood Artist triggers, it triggers an additional time, but only for them losing life. Now, that's not why it's in here. It's in here because this card goes infinite with, where's he at? No, he's over here. This card. Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. So they just bounce off of each other until they're dead. And that's how that combo works. It's real easy to trigger the start of the combo. If they go shields down and I can just play a card and win the game, it's fine. Midnight Reaper, card advantage. Every time a non-token creature dies, he deals 1 damage to you and you draw a card. That damage is going to be negated pretty much by any number of these Blood Artist effects, though. More about Opportunist. Once per turn, Midnight Reaper, but it triggers on tokens, which is kind of good. Ophiomancer can be multiple creatures per round. He can give you 2 creatures per turn cycle, which is really good with another one of these cards I'll show you in a minute. Plague Crafter. It's another flush bag, but it also can make them sack planeswalkers or make them discard cards if their board's empty. I almost never play this on an empty board though because I want to get the removal. Toxic Deluge. I just added this in. I've only cast it like twice, but it's been pretty good. It's a commander staple. 3-drop removal. It's not as good in this format, I can tell you that, because it's a one-on-one format, and you start with 25 life, and I have a lot of things that drain my life early on, but I do gain a fuckload of life throughout the game. So Toxic Deluge is more like an oh shit button. Like, they get a huge board, and I just sit there like, oh shit, I'm gonna lose unless I cast Toxic Deluge. And that's pretty much what it is. Like, it just, I say, oh shit, I'm gonna lose. Let's cast Toxic Deluge and win this game because they're gonna fucking be out of gas because they just cast all their fucking big shit, and I'm gonna be coming back from behind because I have a card advantage engine in my command zone. All right, Warren Soul Trader, best card in the deck. I say that about all kinds of shit, but legitimately, pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, and make a treasure token. This turns every single one of these guys over here into like rituals. So this makes bonus creatures. This makes bonus creatures. This makes bonus creatures. This worm thing over here makes bonus creatures. He's also a combo piece with Forsaken Miner and any one of these cards. You have now, granted, you have to have a pardon me. You have to have a mana to start the crime chain, but once you do, you always are going to have that mana from the treasure that you're making. So it's an infinite combo with your commander and a 1-drop, which is pretty simple. Withering Torment. It's enchantment removal in black. That's all you need to know. It's like one of the only cards. Is Feed the Swarm in here? I'm going to feel real stupid if Feed the Swarm is in here and I don't have it in my deck. Um, Let me see. All right, so I'm fucking stupid, but it'll be okay. We're adding this to our deck, and we're gonna get rid of. Let me see. What hasn't been good? Everything's been pretty fucking good, honestly. Uh, Let me see. Mm, Damn, everything's such everything in my deck is so fucking important. Give me a second. Let me see here. Sorry, I don't like. I didn't mean to do like a mid deck tech. Dark Tutelage probably comes out the least. Let's drop Fell the Profane. All right, cool. Feed the Swarm. We're gonna go ahead and craft that. All right. So where were we? Withering Torment. Yeah, enchantment removal, and now I have twice as many of those effects because I'm kind of stupid. Grim Tutor. It's my demonic tutor, but it costs 3, and I lose 3 life. Whatever. Karvik, the Punisher. This is another really cool thing. I'm paying life to do this, but anytime I commit a crime, which is any one of my targeted Blood Artist effects, I can cast a black spell from my graveyard, which is almost always fucking good. I have to pay life, and then I lose that spell, but it's whatever. Not less familiar. I thought this card was gonna suck. This card's insane. Over the course of several turns, this card just like gets you so much advantage. I draw cards off of this with Sephiroth. I make multiple treasures off of it with Warren Soul Trader. Um, it's just so fucking good. It comes back over and over again. It's really good for blocking. Like, it's just insane. Phyrexian Arena, it's a staple in black. If you're playing mono black and you're not playing this, you're wrong. Ayara, this would be the commander if Sephiroth didn't exist. But I'm only playing this because Sephiroth exists. So Ayara is probably one of the best cards in the game in the deck. Um, it has 3 pips of black, but I'm mono black, so I don't give a shit. Agadeem's Awakening, I'm only running this because it's MDFC. I know it's a decent card, but it lets me get back a bunch of creatures if I have the mana. And it lets me just play it as a land early on if I need to. Pitiless Plunderer, combo piece. Like, it's a sack deck. Whenever a creature I control dies, I make a treasure. It's another combo piece with that Forsaken Miner. It lets me just take over the game late game. Damnation, wipe the board. Why not? Sheoldred. It doesn't really fit the deck thematically, but it's just a good card. I've won games off of this where they were like drawing a fuckload of cards every turn. I just slam those, they die. Yawgmoth. It's a free sack outlet and a card advantage engine, and it's another card that would probably be a really good commander. I just I didn't realize this was even in the game until I built this deck. But I saw this artwork and I was like, "Ooh, what is this?" And I see Yawgmoth Thran Physician. I run this in pretty much all my CDH decks that involve sacrificing, and it's fucking good. This is like one of the better cards in the deck. It also makes a lot of these infinite combos possible because it's another version of Warren Soul Trader. Especially if I have Pitiless Plunder out, it's just good. Beseech the Mirror. Um, this lets me cast anything that costs less than 4 in my deck for 4 mana. I can just cast it from here. This is oftentimes Damnation or a One Ring if I need to just like survive a turn. But if surviving a turn means casting a board wipe, then typically I'm board wiping. I almost always cast One Ring from the hand. One Ring. It is a nerfed version of the One Ring from the Lord of the Rings set. It's still a good card, but there is a nerf to it. I keep seeing this Blood Artist has the little symbol in the top left, but I don't know why. Like, I don't know what makes this card like arena. Like, it has the little arena symbol at the top, which usually means that it's a different like effect. Like, if you look at the Meat Hook Massacre, it's got it. One Ring's got it. Orchestra Master has it. Blood Artist also has it, but this card looks identical. Whenever Blood Artist or another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That is the exact effect. This is 0/1 for 2 mana. Okay. I must be mistaken somewhere along the line. All right, Bloodthirsty Conqueror. This is my combo piece. It's also good by itself, just to like gain extra life. It's pretty sick. Just a good card. Lolth. I don't. This card just like let's. I like it because I get to draw cards every turn off of it. Um, in a pinch, if I'm like going against like Tiamat or some other dragons or some shit, uh, I can make reach creatures with them. It's decent card. I just this deck didn't really have a lot of room for walkers except for one big one. But Lolth, as it stands, this card is performing, not like outperforming anything, but it's it's okay. It's probably one of the worst cards in the deck, but it's still good. Just being able to draw an extra card every turn. 5 mana is kind of steep for that effect, but it's versatile, and I think that versatility is where what lands at a spot in the deck. Sheoldred. Um, it's an edict, and by the time I cast this, they should have some cards in their graveyard. So I've flipped this all the fucking time, and the end of it, the last chapter is well, for one, the first chapter is another destruction. So they when it enters it edicts, then they have to sack a creature or planeswalker. This oftentimes is just my planeswalker removal. Planeswalker removal. When it flips, I can destroy a creature or planeswalker, but I get to target this time. Um, Whenever it gets to chapter 2, they discard 3 and mill 3. The discard 3 is oftentimes pretty relevant. And then chapter 3, I get to return all cards from all graveyards to the battlefield under my control. And then I get Sheoldred back, which edicts them again. Pretty cool. Liliana, Dreadhorde General. Every time a creature I control dies, I draw a card. This is it's 6 mana, so it's rough, but it's also one of the most impactful cards when it's on the board because I like sacking creatures. I like sacking them a lot, and I've never altered this thing. I don't even know what it does. Oh, yeah, it's just the like edict everything except for their like one of each permanent type. So this wipes all their lands except for one, all their creatures but one. Enchantments, artifacts, like I guess battles, like pretty good, pretty good card. It also lets me set -4 to make them sack 2 creatures. That's pretty relevant as well, because this by itself can trigger Sephiroth to flip. Bolas' Citadel. Just lets me cast cards off the top of my deck. I've won with this too. Like I've used this literally just to slam in for for 10 damage. Let me see. And I've kind of like I've kind of used it to I don't want to say storm off, but storm off a little bit. Plus, I have like a lot of things where I can just draw cards on the fly. So if I get a land on top, I mean, you can play lands and cast spells. So like, I won't play my land for turn until I play land off of this Citadel. Otherwise, I'm typically casting everything I see off of this. It's just card advantage. It's 6 mana, but it's been pretty fucking good so far. Massacre Worm. When it enters, they all get it. Drown in Sorrows, your opponents. They all get -2/2. And whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, they lose 2 life. I have won the game off of this so much because people think they're just going to build a big ass board and swing in, and then they have 30 creatures out, and I'm like, cool, you're dead. Perforated Crocodile, kind of similar, but if they have a huge board of big creatures, this makes a stab wound attached to each one. This also has cycling, so early game, I'm almost always cycling this, because I will reanimate this, I will persist this, I will get it back with Funeral Hall or Virtue of Persistence. There's a lot of times where I'll have Virtue of Persistence out and like any number of sack outlets, and I'll just keep sacrificing my Massacre Worm and Perforated Crocodile, and then getting them back on my upkeep, which is pretty ace, honestly. So like this just slowly lets me either wipe their board or win the game, and oftentimes it's just winning the game. Virtue Persistence, it starts off as removal, and then whenever I cast it for the other side, for the enchantment side, it's just like Big Shouldered Whispering One. It's like her bottom effect. Funeral Room, Blood Artist effect again, obviously, but a really good one. Each opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. Doesn't do crimes, but it's fine. Whenever I unlock the 8 cost side, which oftentimes in this format you will get to 8 mana, you return all creatures from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's usually going to be a lot of creatures because guess what? I'm a graveyard deck. All right, so let's see. Hopefully I didn't ramble too long there, but we're gonna play a couple of games and we'll see what happens. Hopefully that hopefully I do well. All right, we found an opponent and we're going to try to win a game. I go first, and there's a Bitter Blossom in my hand, and 3 Blood Artists. Yeah, I like that. What am I playing against though? Joda. I just hope I draw lands. If I draw 1 land, I get to draw another card off Sephiroth. Hell yeah, brother. I don't like 5-color decks in this, really. It feels, I don't know. 5-color decks in this format feel kind of shitty. Just because they have access to that much more shit than we do as a 1-color deck or even a 3 or 4-color deck. Alright, we'll slam out Bitter Blossom. And then we'll do our Sephiroth shit. Oh, sick. Yeah, we'll play Sephiroth. Outstanding. Alright, cool. Now, do I want to get the One Ring going? What are you? In your end step, you may discard a card. If you do, create a treasure token and choose Ambitious or Expedite. If you choose Ambitious, see card with greater mana value. Okay. Just another busted ass nonsense card. I'll play this guy. Just to give me an artifact to sack. That way I can keep my flyer. Ping, ping, ping. You see, good Magic the Gathering decks are about redundancy. I'm not playing this Chrome Mox because it doesn't matter if I play it now or not. I don't have anything I can cast with it. And if I draw something else that I don't need, like I like all the cards in my hand. Ooh, Prosper. Is this just a Rakdos deck? What the fuck is this? Prosper's fucking sick, though. Funny enough, I think... Yeah, hold on. Sack that to draw that card. Okay, Phyrexian Arena. We love Phyrexian Arena in this house. I was really hoping for a Prosper block on the Sephiroth so I could kill it with nowhere to run. Oh no, I didn't. They didn't block yet. I'm dumb. But no, I do get to ping in for a little bit of damage. I could do both of these. What I'll do here is I'll put the Zolfar Cutthroat under the Rumox. I'll cast this, the kicker, kill Prosper. I'll know where to run this guy. And then all that's left in my hand is card advantage. So maybe we get there. They're at 6. If we don't get there, I'm fucking quitting Magic. Bit of Samurai. That's a board wipe, right? No. Dark Rit. Hellish Norn. Yeah, that's got to be game, right? Yeah. Good game. GG. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there, my little calm princess. Found another opponent. Opponent goes first. Yay. Although... Bad hand, we're keeping it. Let's go. What are you? Hope. Begin your end step. Each opponent mills X, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. Sick. Fetches and surveil lands. Try hard. Ugh. That's a try to play a Chromox. Try hard. Ugh, look at that basic. Nah. Yeah, blow it up. Kill it. I don't care. Kill it twice. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go. Sick. Nope. No, but this dude's really pissing me off try hard, and it's just aggravating. Yep. Let's get rid of him, brother. Now, if only I had a Warden Soul Trader. Oh. Pope. Oh. Ooh. Oh, dude, you're gonna mill me? Hell yeah. I don't mind being milled. Except when it's my damnation, god damn it. Let's ramp out, boy. And there's my reanimate, so all my fucking payoffs for my mill are gone because my unearth's down here. Oh, whatever. Ooh, I do have funeral room in here. Funeral room is pretty fucking good. Pretty fucking good. Let's see. Oh no, you're gonna get him flying. Oh, ah. Oh, Brewback, get out of here. You definitely have counter magic in your hand. Yeah, let's go. Ha ha ha. Well, let's see if they try to draw a card on me. Ooh, I bet you he starts +1 in that boy. A lot. Yep.
Friendship feeds the soul.
Yeah, let's fucking flash this guy in. Fuck it. Oh, I can sacrifice an artifact. Cool. These are both legendary. I would sack Hope because you can just play it again, right? Okay. It's on the turn. Um. Yeah. You can mill. Right. I'm at 61. They're at 7. Ooh, it's a fairy. What are we bouncing? Where are we dropping in, boys? 4 cost a fairy is wild. Yeah, bounce whatever you want to, man. I don't give a shit. Oof. Ugh. That's what I get for not having a sack outlet.
Might be a bad idea.
Definitely hand. Definitely hand. No blocks. I don't give a shit about that. 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm fucking stupid, man. I should have played Sephiroth first. I'm blanking here. God forbid that fucking Teferi come back and bite me in the ass. Alright, so Mill, it's a cool deck. Like, by all means, this deck rules. Hope's a really cool card. Oh my god, Teferi again?
Sorry,
Hey look, it's Teferi and his best friend, Teferi. And Teferi's tutelage. That's gotta be game, right? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, good game. GG. Alright, another dub. See if we can go for 3. Alright, we found a game 3, and Jesus fucking Christ, it's a mirror match. Love to see that. Opponent goes first. No. Not keeping a 1-land hand. You can't make me. We're gonna have the same fucking cards in our deck. It's gonna be great. I'll keep that. Oh, you think that's something? Wait till you see this. Pardon me. Well, I know he's gonna have very limited enchantment removal, which is good, but so do I. Play a creature after it. Show me how dumb you are. Okay, let's go. Alright, we're gonna do what we do best and just hope we have a better hand. If they try to remove Sephiroth, we sack it to the Soul Trader. As is our custom. Yeah, we'll put it in the command zone, fuck it. Then we will draw some cards, make some treasure. God, I love this game. Not really. Alright, now my curiosity is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are they gonna have an answer for this? Are they gonna have Withering Torment or Feed the Swarm? Swarm? Swarm. That's fine. Oh, that just says from a graveyard. I was wondering. Now we'll go Bastion. Then we'll go Sephiroth. All we gotta do is stay ahead on card advantage, and we're good. I should probably be running Diabolic Intent, honestly. Just another tutor. This man's about to get a Damnation or Toxic Deluge, though. If I had to guess. They're just looking through their deck trying to figure out something that gets them out of this. Um, I'm not sure what they're running. So far, we're running every single card the other one is, except... Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I'm running everything in their fucking deck, except for Diabolic Intent. I think it's just an oversight. I probably just didn't have enough rares for it. What'd you get, buddy? This thing you're about to cast? Sick. Decline. Hmm. No blocks. Now draw me a card, Sonny. Let's see if we can't get somewhere with this. Damn. That Tainted Remedy is gonna fuck me. Lol. There we go. Hmm. Let's see here. Good game. Woo! Alright. So that was game 3. Uh, pretty good display. Bullets of Citadel kind of got me there at the end, I think. But good games, and I mean, like, comment, subscribe, obviously, unless you're gay, I guess. Also, you can do it if you're straight. I mean, you can do it. You can like, comment, and subscribe if you're gay or if you're homosexual, but not if you're straight. Do it or you're straight.